What's up guys, it's your boy Khalid back with another reaction video. For today's reaction video, I'm going to be reacting to 5 times Canelo Alvarez shocked the world. I did a first time reaction video on him and I was surprised to see how good of a boxer he was. So you guys be sure to check that video out, the link will be down below. If you guys want more videos like this, be sure to please subscribe to help the channel grow and don't forget to turn on notifications to never miss a new video. Let's get into the video.
He's a 3-division,
5-time
Greatness. A singular concept that carries huge power and influence. Like beauty, however, a concept that is open to interpretation and shifting definitions.
But one thing is, Canelo was getting better and has improved.
Though, for boxing's hottest asset, moving up to become champion of his 4th weight class puts him yet another step closer to cementing his name in the record books alongside some of the best to ever do it, and to what he and many others would consider greatness.
Oh my God.
Canelo crazy, but he's not afraid of no one.
Beating 9 world champions, with the likes of Charlo, Andrade, Smith, and Saunders all waiting in the wings for their shot.
9 world, yes, beating 9 world champions.
If that fight can be made, then it's definitely one I will jump at.
Though, whether any can truly match the punch variety, speed, and pressure on the night is a totally different story. With huge, convincing knockout wins through the weight rankings, and an undeniable
He's
improvement
nasty
both
for
technically
sure.
and tactically each time out.
Hardest thing to do in the ring, make the man miss.
Whilst his biggest learning curve undoubtedly was the night he fought the unbeaten pay-per-view king, here we break down nights that
But he
edged
lost the
Golden
fight
Boy
against
closer
Floyd.
and closer to his position as boxing's biggest draw. Please press thumbs up, subscribe, and press the bell button if you're new to the channel. As we
Make sure you guys
look
should
at
subscribe
5
to my
times
channel.
Canelo Alvarez shook the boxing world.
I'm ready for the video.
Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
5 times he shocked the world.
It's showtime!
6 years ago in San Antonio, boxing fans witnessed one of the most explosive fights of Canelo's career. Coming for the WBA belt against unbeaten 26-0 super welterweight Austin Trout.
But this is the distance Canelo needs to start landing.
Oh wow, let's
An
see.
American who, at 27 years old, was fresh off the back of a career-defining win against Miguel Cotto.
Oh,
Nice jab from Canelo. That stings Trout.
An immediate back-and-forth battle, showcasing the strengths of both fighters, broke out in the early rounds. And the Golden Boy certainly didn't have it all his own way, despite the scorecard saying otherwise.
Controlling this round and Canelo keeping his hands very
oh.
Throwing huge single shots.
This is a very tough
Canelo
fight right
dropped
here.
Trout for the first time in his career by the 7th.
I've seen this clip
And
before.
whilst it wasn't his most flamboyant, skillful, or devastating victory, we certainly saw glimpses of what was to come.
Body gets jacked to the jaw again.
Slipping shots and capitalizing on Trout's mistakes. By the final bell, the majority felt Canelo did enough to win, progressing to 42-0 and securing the first prime big name to his growing resume.
Canelo demanded this fight. Canelo passes the test. Recording
He almost broke his ankles too.
2.5 years later, after suffering his only loss and racking up 3 more victories, came a night that would be fight or
See the
flight
mouth of
for
that
boxing's
dude.
fastest rising star. A night which would symbolize either the passing of the torch or a fall from grace. Also coming off a 3-fight knockout streak, tough, experienced Hall of Famer Miguel Cotto.
Oh.
Round 1 begins.
Everyone's on their feet.
The fight itself, despite Alvarez landing some spectacularly timed power shots, had no real signature moves.
That's what I'm talking
Instead,
about.
The 35-year-old brought enough firepower and technical prowess to bring out Canelo's true mettle. And showing patience, maturity, and finesse,
This is a close
the
fight
young
right here.
Mexican star thrived.
Good left hook by Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is in control, Jim.
Less active, but much more accurate and landing the more damaging shots. Canelo secured his place as the lineal middleweight champion of the world and declared in his post
Canelo is a different
his
beast.
willingness to fight his Kazakh rival.
Great champion. I know him. He's a friend of mine. But right now, put the gloves on against him.
Canelo is a
6 months
different
after
beast.
that night against Cotto, Canelo captured yet another huge name, blitzing Amir Khan in Vegas. However, it was actually 6 months before that he scored his most devastating, career-defining knockout. A night in Houston against a determined Texan with only one loss on his 34-fight record.
Wake up, because more likely than not, one of these two is about to go to sleep.
Though unlike
Okay,
the
let's
previous
see.
bout, this performance was an out-and-out display of killer instinct and relentlessness.
Down the middle by Alvarez. Kirkland hurt again.
And dropping Kirkland just halfway through the first, Alvarez smelt blood immediately.
Oh!
Willing to trade,
That's
the
a knockdown.
American was hurt again in the second and third rounds.
This is Mexican style.
And whilst he rose from his feet, battling on, the fight was all but over.
Kirkland keeps coming.
Throwing wildly to delay an inevitable onslaught, Kirkland was caught with a picture-perfect overhand right.
What a performance by Canelo Alvarez.
Maybe the most
He
electrifying
knocked his ass out.
Alvarez's career.
Canelo had scored his 33rd professional knockout.
Flex on them.
Ending that provoked a 4-year layoff, with Kirkland returning earlier this year.
When you show what you're about, you got the right people behind you, let's see how far I can go.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Moving to Canelo's most recent outing, we saw him tested against another elite-level opponent.
Canelo wants to be remembered as one of the finest to ever lace them up.
Another large,
He
imposing,
is.
and relentless middleweight icon, Danny the Miracle Man Jacobs.
These goes. Ready? Let's go.
Though by now, with his one-sided super middleweight wins against Chavez, Smith, and Fielding, Alvarez was being accustomed to fighting bigger men.
It's the elite level, the highest class.
And similarly,
Let's see
he
who's
gave
gonna
up
win.
3 inches in height, he leveled the playing field with hand speed, accuracy, and work rate,
Trying, but good movement.
Oh wow.
and continuously improving. Canelo's display of footwork
Ooh.
and head movement was some
You
of the
can't
best
see me.
we've seen,
Slip on his slide with making Jacobs miss.
preventing Jacobs from landing anything meaningful and from having any success with his jab.
Canelo Alvarez is getting through.
This dude has a
So
good
much
defense.
so that despite
sure.
the Brooklynite rallying late into the fight, it was simply too little, too late. Thus, with an increasingly solid case for the pound-for-pound #1 slot, it leaves the boxing world scratching its head at just who, if anyone, can match the Golden Boy.
Unifies the middleweight division.
Would you guys like to see a rematch between Floyd and Canelo? Comment down below,
Which leaves
because
just
I'll
one.
definitely like to.
Another career-defining night for 2 true middleweight sensations. A throwback fight, an all-out war that sparked the imagination of boxing fans across the globe.
Look at the chin of Golovkin. He did no more than blink.
After the controversial draw against Golovkin in late 2017, it was precisely a year later that boxing fans would witness the rematch, billed as Supremacy.
Months of anticipation. And now it is fight time.
Learning from the first fight, Canelo countered and set an unrelenting pace. Most impressive was his ring generalship as he pressed the action, pushing Golovkin back in unfamiliar fashion.
Golovkin having to suck it up here now.
The fight had everything, and both fighters gave their all, landing big shots and trademark body blows, and showing resilience when on the back foot.
Oh, good shot, Golovkin.
Damn.
Terrific right hand.
The scores once again were incredibly close heading to the final bell,
People are standing up cheering.
with two judges having Canelo up by a round, the other scoring a draw.
And new.
Boxing's hottest asset had snatched the title from the champion. Whilst it left a bitter feeling for some and satisfaction for others, there are very few that would oppose the chance to see a third and final clash in 2020.
And I can assure you that in the third time around, Canelo will knock him out.
So whilst Canelo beat the veteran Shane Mosley on his rise to superstardom, edged Erislandy Lara in one of his closest bouts to date, and bulldozed his way past the fast hands of Amir Khan, these 5 victories, for us at least, stood out as 5 of the most exceptional performances of Alvarez's career.
For sure.
And this weekend, Canelo plays Russian roulette in his bid for boxing greatness, as with another risky step up in weight, he faces Eastern European wrecking ball.
Canelo is a
Sergey
different
Kovalev.
beast, for sure.
Another fight that could either derail his career or enhance his legacy of greatness.
Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys think of Canelo Alvarez, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.